coming to the school, I was aware of the mission, and I was teaching in the community already. I was a preschool teacher, so my first, hearing of the school was from parents of other children that were in the school that I had in my preschool classroom. So I didn't really have an understanding of it, but it piqued my curiosity. I knew it was smaller class sizes. I knew it was for children below the poverty level, and then coming to the school, I just saw such a difference in my placement in the public schools. The responsive classroom was a big part of that. That there wasn't this, the punitive language wasn't there. There wasn't detention, lunch detention, any of that, and I really felt that the teachers, the whole sense of community in the school, the communication, the collaboration was very different. But I don't think the focus was on the test as much, or it was there, but I don't think we, talked about it. Right. We didn't talk about it.
And I would say too, a huge difference is coming to the school in the beginning with the mission statement about the whole child and things like that. I definitely think we still do that. But as you said, there wasn't the whole sense of assessment, testing, urgency, the way it is now, where it's kind of like life or death now. It seemed to be, more of educating the whole child, which we still do, but I think part of us has gotten a little bit away from that on the other side of it with the assessment, and we kind of need to find a middle ground again with that. So I think that's a change from the beginning. But I also think part of that was we didn't have as high expectations for the kids in the beginning. I think our eyes were kind of opened as to, that they really can meet expectations. So I think there's been a lot of changes in that.
Yeah. I think there's more clear communication between the higher grades and the lower grades, and I think there's now this sense of everybody is responsible for the education of all the children moving along, and we're hearing, what are the areas for growth in the higher grades now, whereas we were hearing that before, but I don't think we were changing in the younger grades our instruction to fit that. And I think now we're aware, okay, this is where our kids
very
struggle.
Aligned all the way up, and we know what's going on in 6th grade from, and exactly finding the places that they struggle in the beginning, like, oh, they're going to revisit that next year and the year after, and, really getting the whole, solid building blocks in the beginning as to what they have to meet going up. And I don't think when we first came, that was...
Yeah, I think now too we go from the top down. We're looking at the 6th grade and saying, all right, by June of 6th grade, they need to know ABC. Let's go down and see where we're going to plug it all in. Whereas I think before it was more of, all right, let's start with kindergarten and see what we're going to do in kindergarten, and then kind of build upward.